Get away for lunch in the quaint atmosphere of Burdett's Tea Shop. Nestled in the middle of historic downtown Springfield, enjoy signature sandwiches and freshly made soups and delectable desserts. And then shop an array of gift selections like serving pieces, aprons, books, jewelry, and wonderful seasonal whimsies. We're easy to find in Springfield on the corner of 7th Avenue and Main Street. We're open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2:30. For more information, see a link to our Facebook page below this video.
Officials in Greenbrier are calling a home located on Elm Hill Court a total loss after a semi broke loose from its brakes this morning. It traveled down a steep hill backwards and crashed into the home, knocking it off its foundation. And then a little while later, the driver of the tow truck that was called in to remove the rig was arrested.
This morning we have a tractor trailer, as you can see behind my shoulder, that has found its way into the corner of a house. This morning, the person who's responsible for that tractor trailer came out, started that truck to allow it to warm up. He then stepped away from the truck, leaving the truck unattended as he went inside a residence here into his mother's house. At that point in time, he comes back outside some moments later and finds the truck now in the house where it's at behind me. He left the trailer brakes of the semi disengaged. He felt that the truck brakes, the tractor brakes, would simply hold the weight of the tractor and the trailer. Obviously that failed to work. As the trailer and truck go down the driveway, it strikes two vehicles that belong to the residence behind me. The area of the house that is struck is the bathroom of the house. Approximately 2 seconds, according to the homeowner, they just stepped away from the bathroom. About 2 seconds before impact, which this obviously could have been an extremely serious, more serious instance than what it is. As the trooper explains the logbook to the truck driver operator, the record driver, who is here to tow the vehicle, that's the only reason this person is here, is to tow this vehicle out of this home. He then inserts himself voluntarily into the conversation taking place between the trooper and the person who is responsible for the truck. At that point in time, he becomes very disorderly. They remove him from this situation and take him back to the trooper's patrol car, where they're going to perform a separate investigation as to why this record driver is extremely disorderly and cursing and throwing profanity around right and left. At that point in time, as they open the door of the patrol car to set the person in the patrol car to calm him down and to talk to him, he then aggressively pulls away from the trooper, slings his arm back, and then comes up on the trooper, grabbing his shirt in a very aggressive manner. At that point in time, the trooper and a local city officer then effect the arrest of the person for assault. The record driver, the person who's here to tow the vehicle, is therefore under arrest and is charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
Why did he get so upset?
That's a good question. No idea. Why did he insert himself into a legal investigation that he had no authority and no legal right to do is another good question.
Did he know any of the people involved personally?
No, sir. This record service is independent record service out of Lebanon. The company that is responsible for the truck, they arranged their own tractor tow truck to come tow the tractor trailer out of the home. We did not request a tow truck service. The record company or the trucking company requested their own tow. So this company came out of Lebanon, Tennessee to come tow this vehicle. He had no other legal reason to be here but at the request of the tow truck company to come tow this vehicle. It's taking out basically the whole left rear corner of the house and a very good chunk of the left side of the house. It's a very extensive amount of damage to the house. I would say the house is a total loss. The whole house is totally shifted on its foundation. So it's the house, I would assume, I'm not an inspector of homes, but I would assume the house is a total loss.
There are ordinances that are supposed to prevent people from parking these trucks on the city streets, but do you think that there should be tougher penalties after seeing what happened today?
That's true. That's something we need to look at as a city and examine it and see if we need to put some stiffer penalties and fines on our city ordinances. Fortunately, nobody was injured out of this, but one of the homeowners was actually in the restroom, which is just right where the semi-truck struck. It could have been a lot serious outcome of this, and there was nobody injured. The kids had already got on the bus and were gone. So, you know, it's something that we're definitely going to look into to see if there's some other means that we need to address. Well, the house right now is going to be, we've got it roped off. Nobody's going to be allowed to go into it because it's structurally about to fall. It's the back side of it. It's had some major structural damage done to the pillar supports. So, you know, if it shifts, and I'm sure it's going to shift sooner or later, it could come completely off the foundation. I know the insurance company's been out here, the adjusters, construction companies come and looked at it to see, you know, what needs to be done. And I know they're going to be on top of it to try to either get the house demolished the rest of the way down or whatever needs, so we don't have somebody that is walking around looking, and we're going to try to do extra patrol on it to make sure that nobody's around the area, because we definitely don't want somebody to get hurt. If we get another call about the truck parked here, the truck will be towed. It'll be towed and impounded. I guarantee that.
Alani and James Nicholson, the homeowners, told us that they had just complained about the semi-truck parking on the street last week. Alani Nicholson said she was in the bathroom when the house started to shake. She said she thought it was an earthquake and quickly ran to get out. The bathroom door jammed. She finally got it open and got out just as the tractor-trailer came crashing right into the bathroom. The Nicholsons told us that though this is their first home and they were enjoying buying furniture and designing it, it's all just stuff. And they were just so glad that their children were not home and no one was seriously injured. And this has been Jim Ball reporting for Smoky Barn News in Greenbrier. The Robertson County Funeral Home has been serving families for a quarter century. When it's time to celebrate and remember, to honor in loving memory, the Robertson County Funeral Home.